Good morning, everyone. Surfgal, playing some more Lufia 2. We are deep in the ancient cave currently, down to floor 72, basically sprinting to the end. We don't have the best jelly kill gear, but we have some potential here. And I am very hopeful that we will be able to pull it out, or that we'll at least find a suitable piece of iris treasure before we get too far. We have Zeppi. I am very hopeful that Zeppi will do us proud, aka use Energy Wave on turn 1. If he doesn't, we might be in a little bit of trouble. We have the Myth Blade, the Lizard Blow, and a Hedora Rock. For our actual, and a Deadly Sword for our actual jelly kill currently, which is not as good as we'd like it to be. At this point, we've basically got 20-some floors left. We still have a chance to get the Dakar Blade, Gady's Blade. Those are the two that would really tip the scales. But we have a lot of extra side gear as well, and a lot of it's going to come down to rules. All damage, it does come in at a range, and so there is always that chance that even if we're not in ideal fighting shape, there is still a chance that we will be able to pull it out. I suppose one of the nice things here is we do have a whole pile of, I think we've got like 5, I want to say we've got like 5 or 6 miracles, which can be good. I believe we're currently at full IP for all of our characters. Zeppi is all fed up. We'll be reducing him back down to tier 3 so that he can use Energy Wave. At this point, though, it's mostly just survival. We're going to open treasure chests along the way. If we happen to find something good, that's wonderful. And if we don't, not the end of the world. Annoying. At least it's just genies. Genies could be a lot worse than wind genies. Wind genies are fast and annoying, but there's a lot worse out there. gotten so many deadly swords this run, which would be great if someone besides Maxim could use them. I'm pretty sure that nobody else can. I'll double check before we get too deep, but at the very least, I'm confident that, or pretty confident that Artie can't use them, which is really who we'd like to be using them. At this point, the enemies are all have the potential to be scary. So we don't want to just pick fights with everything along the way. That's a good item. More agility, the better. Well, I was joking about it last time, so we're gonna do it. I said if my inventory gets full again, we're gonna see if we can feed Gusto up. Whoops. The reason we're doing this is because Gusto is terrible, and we have an Earth Fruit, so that we can actually get him to his M class. It is totally just a meme. Feed him some crap to get his tastes back down. There's tier 3. Those are all blue. Oh, I forgot we had the pumpkin jewel here too. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna quite make it. But we've still got a ways to go. So if I get bored again, we will see if we can get M-class Gusto for the lulz. We're never using him. He's level 1 currently, and there's nothing to grind on, and he's still terrible. and we can't afford to lose any experience on Zeppi. That guy just, like, ran by. He's a little too enthusiastic for me. I think we avoid him. Yeah. Let's just keep going. Okay, that's an Archfiend. We want to be nowhere near that guy. Power Cape, I don't think is useful. That's another Archfiend. So we are not going in that door. Pretty much everything for this entire video is going to be terrifying. The genies are the least scary. Well, folks, it was a nice run. I guess let's see what we can do. Well, we survived that one. So far. That's the actual... Okay, good. That would have been a big problem. At this point, one of the worst things that can happen is a character dying, because that means we have to get their IP back up to full. Okay, these are just Ice Roche. That's could be worse. It's not good, but it could be worse. But honestly, we got those two. This feels very doable with that in mind. That's problematic. That is also not scary. Okay. We're okay. I keep getting very lucky that these are not actual double Archfiend fights. Just 2 more. Save that. I need to figure out what my final setup is going to be before I commit to that. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we got lucky. Physical, probably okay. Gloomy has a chance at instant death, but is not guaranteed. Leeches have a chance to drop the old sword, which would technically be a slight improvement for my setup currently. And that is what we didn't want to happen. I think we have to just go right back into this, but now there's just the one guy. So as long as Maxim gets... As long as this doesn't just wreck us, that's fine. Okay, we still need to get Dakar back up, which we're now dipping into our pile of miracles. We don't have any spells for resurrection, which is actually a slight problem. I don't like the fact that these guys are going to be casting Absorb, most likely. I don't know what else. I guess Copper Dragons might be a better bet. Otherwise I have to keep refilling my MP, and that's awful. Never thought I'd be so happy to see a fatal pick. It's a lower chance to instant kill, but it's a chance to instant kill. We'll take it. We take what we can get. Perfect. Except for the part where Artie died. That was bad. Yeah. Yeah. Crap. I hate everything. I was like, this is perfect. Wind genies are gonna be hitting for, you know, a reasonable amount of damage. It won't be too bad. Again, the good news is we have a pile of miracles here. The bad news is we need to get our IP back up, and there isn't a good way to do that at this point in the game. I think we just try again. Hope that we don't get absorbed for too much. I hate you, game. I hate you. Now that I'm at full health, you don't want to use voltage attack or your voltage attack? Is that how it works? So since I haven't really talked about it in this video, IP is the yellow meter at the bottom of the screen. It works like the limit break system in Final Fantasy VII. The more damage you take, the more your IP goes up. So, oh man, this is gonna take forever. I forgot, Dakar's taking so little damage from this guy. Yeah, we got a little bit. It's better than nothing. We gotta start. Actually, that goes a long way. Yep, you can do that one all you want. Voltage. Perfect. Okay, not quite perfect, but... honestly, if he does it one more time, I'd be thrilled. It's getting a little silly, but it's still working, so I'm gonna stop complaining. so we have a healing tile here. Unfortunately, it only recovers HP, not MP. Otherwise, it would be amazing for this. And of course, that was the only enemy left, and we were already at full health. Oh, we have a ways to go, so maybe I should just hope that we get a little bit more naturally, and if I happen to get a good fight against a copper dragon, we'll go for it. There are specific strategies for dealing with this. I think we'll go ahead and try it. Perfect. Come on, punched a car. Perfect. That is probably okay. The big trick at this point is getting those fights where we have one enemy and in a relatively controlled situation where we generally aren't going to die from its actions for the turn. So in that case, unless it did Diamond Dust twice, it gets 2 actions, there's a chance that that's what it would do. That may have been a mistake, but we got our IP filled up. That was a mistake. Okay, and that's kind of the problem with this, is it is very much that risk-reward of every time you are trying to farm IP for one person, another person can die. And if they do, you're in trouble. And so it kind of is exactly what we're doing right now, which is that spiral. That should be okay. These guys use ground shake, which is not nothing, but it's not something that's going to be resisted by anyone. That was the problem with the Wind Genies, is that they ended up doing their attack. We have 2 characters with the Bolt Shield equipped. Would really like it if they would attack instead of using... There we go. I suppose the other random side of this is Maxim actually, currently, with the Deadly Sword, probably needs the least IP and gains it the fastest, so maybe I stop worrying quite as much and just see what it takes to naturally get through first. Ooh. Especially with situations like this, where I clearly have to fight an Archfiend. Oh boy. See? No point in farming it, it's just gonna come back on its own. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. They both miss with their instant kills. We've gotta heal. Once again, good news is Maxim's IP is gonna be full. Bad news is they just did double thunder on the first guy. And Maxim's dead again. So here's my logic on this. We have to get through this. If I can get one kill, when I go back in, I can fully heal. And now we just have to fight one of them. Otherwise, we would have had to fight two, and it would have been another set of attacks. I'm not sure that was actually worth it, as I'm looking at it now, because Artie did end up dying, and that was a decent chance of happening. And that means we're now low on his IP again. Oh, I hate the end of this. I'll repeat my earlier statement. At this point, our best bet is if we end up finding some bronze dragons, copper dragons rather, and we can get into a fight with them where we can run away, let them basically just do one action, and then we run. One action, and then we run. Heal in between each time. Copper dragons are exactly the same as silver dragons, except for they are not quite as strong, and they only get one action per turn instead of two. The big thing that escalates... Actually, this works out very well. I'm going to be greedy again. maybe. Never mind. We're just gonna kill it. Nope. Genies go away after floor 87. So we're getting close to the point where it's just dragons, pretty much. And dark summoners, which are also scary. Let's see what kind of dragon it is. That's what we want. We got Maxim back up. I think I can work with this. It's gonna take forever to actually farm Artie back up. And honestly, I'm not even sure it's worth it. Because 2 of his turns are already going to be Fry and Trick. So if I accept that I'm not going to get him all the way back up, we can focus on other things. Focus on his... I mean, if nothing else, just give him a bunch of magic boosting items instead of trying to give him a weapon, and... maybe that's better. Zap and Trick. Okay, 87. At this point, we are really just needing to sprint through. We're getting close to close to 40 minutes again. I would like to be pushing through this. This is the part where it starts getting kind of crazy. And honestly, you don't want to do the fights. Like I've been saying, it's more risk than it is reward. We know there's a chance we're going to have to fight more. So we want to run through, grab the easy treasure chests where we can. We're still looking for Irish treasures. That is the ultimate goal of this run. But we're not going to fight dragons for them. If we have a chance to actually get a jelly kill, I would like to do the jelly kill. We already have done a jelly kill, just to be clear. Like, it's not like we've never done it before. Magic Scale is a very good armor. It increases your agility, so that's very good for Maxim. Gives him a chance of getting in before the dragons. Get those instant kills if we need to. Can we do this, or is this greedy? I decided it was greedy partway through, and ironically, after chickening out, was rewarded with Brave. Buster Sword. That's good, just in case. We're starting to run low on miracles. 91. Like I said, at this point it's kind of just the sprint to the finish. We do want to still open every chest. That is accessible, at least. Is this my punishment for feeding Gusto? Clearly that's what's going on here. I decided to feed Gusto. And I'm being punished for my hubris. Okay, well, now we get to see how this works. Perfect. That was extremely lucky. Okay. That was probably bad. I think Dark Summoners are not undead? I can't remember. I think they summon undead, but they are not themselves undead. We did get in first, so that's good at least. Dark Aura is potentially problematic because it has a chance of instant death. Maxim is not going to be able to kill Hades. Okay. That's always a little scary when the teleporter jumps at you. Especially in a doorway and ends up in a different room. Definitely stutter stepping as much as we can here. As long as there are only 2 enemies in front of us, and we get a back attack, I am mostly okay with accidentally getting that. This is terrifying. Oh boy. I think that's where... I guess it could be up here. We didn't go up here yet. So it could be up here as well. But it's behind one of these rooms full of dragons. There it is. Glad I didn't try and fight through the party room. Is that up here? It is. I'm not gonna... Really, guys? I mean, if that's what you're doing, I'm not complaining. That's just... Bolt is just getting Artie a little bit more IP before we get to the end. I wish there was an easy way to tell if he had enough. Because I don't remember how much any given IP effect takes. Like, I know a couple offhand, but I don't know all of them. And that one in particular is... we were going to have him use the Lizard Blow. There's a Deadly Rod. That would have been great 90 floors ago. At this point, we've got something better for the jelly, I think. And we only have 2 Curse Lifters, so we can't use it anyway. $97. There's our 3rd Curse Lifter because I made that comment. And the game is mocking me. We still have this floor and the next floor where we could find an Iris treasure or a Dakar blade. And that would drastically change how things go. First of all, if I find an Iris treasure, I am not poking around and risking taking additional fights. We will still do the jelly if we get an Iris treasure. That part doesn't change. Super Sword! Not actually as super as advertised. It's a decent weapon, but it's... I believe it's only usable by Selen. Well, that was a mistake. Mistakes happen. Mm-hmm. Technically, Artie using a smoke ball is more reliable and faster than using the runaway command. So in that particular situation, it's just like, nope, we're not screwing with this. I think this is it. Okay. I'm going to pause the video right here. We're going to do some math. And when I come back, we will fight the jelly. Okay. So, I did a little bit of checking I was trying to figure out whether it's better to have Artie use magic or the Lizard Blow, and it's very similar. The answer is neither are that great. So we've got Dakar set up with the Hedora Rock. Well, Sky Sword is the most powerful weapon, I think, in the game. Old Armor gives him a stat boost. Bolt Shield gives him a stat boost. I don't think we've got anything else here that we can equip. Guy is using the Myth Blade, which is Battle Fury. Reduce enemies' hit points by 1/4. Maxim has the Deadly Sword, 1/6. His power is going to be the lowest, unfortunately. But it is what it is. We need to get that extra 1/6 damage. He's most likely going to be doing close to 2,000 damage with that. Already all the highest magic gear we've got, pretty much. So the big trick here is going to be Zeppy. If Zeppy hits his energy wave on turn 1, we have a very good chance of getting a kill. If he also uses any of his special attacks throughout the fight and contributes, we have a fairly good chance. If we get any critical hits, especially with the car, we have a very good chance. I will link the website that I'm using in the description for this. There is a calculator that you can use that you put in your levels, your stats, your equipment, and it'll give you the average damage rolls based on what you're doing. So that's what I was using. And depending on what Zeppy does, we're somewhere in the realm of 8,500 to getting a kill. He's got 10,000 hit points. Our average is looking at around low 9,000s. We're probably not going to make it unless we get very good luck with Zeppy and potentially with criticals. Let's do this. Okay. Turn 1. Battle Fury. Battle Cry. I believe we just do a physical attack here. And then we use Trick. That was a good roll. Mega Trident is better than nothing. The positioning here actually does matter, especially because of how close we're looking at being. So here's actually one of the other random pieces to this. I am not going to use the Hedorah Rock this turn. The reason for that is, there is a chance that Energy Wave still gets used. Do I have a Power Gourd? I didn't think about that. Crap. Well, actually, Maxim's not going to do that much damage. Let's have him use the Power Gourd here. On Dakar. And Zap. Zap should be doing somewhere around 500 damage. Okay. This is still gonna be close. Hedora Rock. Attack. Attack. Zap. That was not enough. Okay. Like I said, I wasn't expecting it to be enough. Without that critical hit, if Energy Wave had gone off on turn 1, we would have had a better chance. Because we would have had 2 rounds with it. But we got to the jelly, and honestly, sometimes that's enough. Downside... The downside is... we don't have anything to show for that run, pretty much. I think we got a couple blue chest items. Two left. Well, that was a fun run regardless. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.